Doing good, man. How you just feeling in terms of getting back to the tri-state and just the whole preparation for the day?
Yeah, today I kind of ate pretty close to practice, so I was kind of feeling lethargic. My body's digesting food, but to be honest, my legs said, forget that. We running fast. You know, we took some starts out there on the track. I was really impressed, which is a really good feeling because Ralph Mann came to the track 2 days ago, and oh gosh, my starts were horrible. They were really bad, but it was really good to get out there and test out some things that we thought were going to make it better, and we were right to think that. And it turned it on completely 180, so I'm excited to run.
What was the thing that needed to get better for you over the last day, as you said there?
Ankle stiffness, specifically. I was striking the ground, and it was just kind of collapsing on me. I wasn't, striking the ground and pushing me forward. It was, a hit and sink, and it was just really bad. And I think we just kind of, with a lot of travel, going from Kingston to Paris, and then constantly doing a lot of soft tissue work, we forgot that you got to retighten the body. Me specifically, my body naturally likes to stay tight, and it performs really well. So I need to remember what it's good at, and just keep a balance. It's really hard to find that fine line, but I think we found it again.
If we said that your race in Paris is one of the best you've ever run, would you agree with us?
Yes and no. There were a lot of fun things about Paris. Like, I was looking at the data sheets, there was a lot of improvement. I hated that negative wind. Like, that race would have been so much faster if it wasn't negative. But I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the 10-meter increments, and after I hit 60 meters, I ran 60 meters in it was like 6:54, which is pretty close to my PR. So I was like, well, that's good. And then I'm looking at the rest of the race, and it's like, okay, 0.85, 0.85, 0.85, 0.85. I'm like, woo! Okay, I like that. Into a negative wind. So I'm like, wow, if that was a negative, that could have been like 0.80, 0.80, 0.80, which is scary stuff right there. So, I wouldn't say it was my most perfect race, but there was a lot of fun, good things from it.
What will you do at USATF? Have you made a decision in coach yet?
Yeah, we're doing the 100. We're just purely doing the 100. We had our talk yesterday because around this exact time we were in the media room and I was saying, we decided not to do the double this year. No, this year we are completely dialed into the double.
The way the season's shaping up with the rest of the 100 meters, does that kind of give you confidence? Because no one's really dominated too much. Does that kind of give you confidence that there's an element there for you to?
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of assumed this was going to happen. Coming off of USA, it's like I feel like everybody was going to be like, all right, they get a little comfy with their positions, and I'm like, all right, that's my time to strike. But even if everybody was running 9.7, I'm still going to go up there and be like, I'm gonna win this.
Definitely. You got to see the French Open over there. Shout out Maria Taylor, good people, man, all that. Frank Ntilikina, you got to sit down and talk to it. What was the most fun thing about being Paris off the track for you?
To be honest, it probably was the French Open. Me and Frank, we actually have the same massage therapist, Mona, and because we were talking, it was like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Claremont. He was like, I know Claremont. I know there's no reason that you should know Claremont. How you know Claremont? He's like, my massage therapist is out there. Mona? He's like, yeah. Started to open a whole nother door to conversations, and I actually, he was talking about, I'm trying to get into healing my body, and I was telling him how I do my stuff in physiotherapy. He's like, oh, bro, I was like, I can introduce you if you want. He's like, bro, that would be amazing. And a week ago, my PT went out to meet him, and they hit it off, and hopefully that they can have a good work ethic together as well. But I think it was really cool. He's a really down-to-earth guy, and I think he's definitely one of those basketball players you should meet in your lifetime.
He definitely is.
What did you think about the Atlanta? You did this Atlanta.
Yeah.
It seemed like you had fun there.
No, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I feel like that definitely was another stepping stone onto what Boston was trying to do. It was just a better area, a better space. It involved an all-day thing. It kept everybody engaged, and I was telling them before the meet started, I was like, you're gonna need a bigger screen. They're like, yeah, we know, next year. And I'm just like, you better believe next year we're gonna need a bigger screen. But I saw that excited energy of, oh shoot, we're this close to the stars and we want to be even closer type energy. And I was like, this is the energy that I feel that track and field should capitalize on. It's probably not going to be the 360 stadium as much. It's, guys, we need to sell the up close and personal as a fan. You get to touch the athlete type vibe.
Do you like signing autographs and doing selfies with kids?
yes and no. I like doing them, but it becomes really overbearing when I gotta shine 1,000 of them, and there's like nobody to help me say no. So it's like really hard. I've been telling a lot of track meets I've been telling Mark, it's like, hey, we need to start asking for security every track meet we go to now, because it's been getting super intense, because everybody knows that I like to do pictures and autographs, so they will start actually, coming to me with that energy. And, especially if I see a sign that says my name on it, or it has a picture, or like t-shirts, it's like, I gotta stop, I can't not stop.
What's been the most intense in terms of like fans, or like at least that type of atmosphere where you would hope that you guys do get security just in case?
Yo, Jamaica was really wild. They stormed the track. Like, I've never seen a track stormed. Bull came out and we were doing our thing. I went over to the corner, I did some media over there, and then all of a sudden, track meet ended. And guess what? The security left, and those fans just rushed through the gates. And I was just surrounded. I had, me and my coach and a few of my agents' helpers, they were just backing down people, and we're trying to do pictures, but at a certain time, the anti-doping agent came around. He's like, hey, we gotta do drug tests. And I'm like, oh, it's time to go.
Gotcha, man. What I ask you, if you, besides more security in those situations, being commissioner of track, you've seen, of course, the RG3, Manual Archo discussion's been in the fine to them. If you were full commissioner or full Sevco track right now, what would be one rule that you put in place?
It would be a line of what is professional in our sport. That would be the first thing. Because from there, we can build off that.
How are you balancing? So you're focusing on 100 at USA's, but how are you balancing keeping your mindset on, I still got to defend my title at the World Champs?
I mean, I'm the world leader, aren't I? I think after tomorrow, I will prove very well that I don't got to worry about the 200. It's not like 2021 where I was still running the 19.7s and I couldn't see that progression. It's now I have a strong hold on the 200. My speed is there. The technique, the way I'm running, it's a natural thing to me now. Going to Jamaica and running my second 200 of the year and dropping the 19.6, it's like I don't think I have to worry too much. After this, the next 200 that I'm going to be running is going to be in London. So we're still keeping the 200 in play. We're still practicing for it. It's it's not out of the picture completely, but I'm not too worried. It's a very natural feeling for me.
So you feel comfortable when it's like, okay, I've got to get into 100-meter mode, but then switch over to 200-meter mode when it's like that time comes.
I believe that as we get closer to Worlds, the events will start to feel a lot closer together, especially in the first part of the race. Like, a lot of the things I was working on yesterday on the start, I was able to transfer to the straightaway and be able to see even better results. It gets me excited because now I'm finally seeing them merge, and it's like, okay, I don't have to panic so much of different mindsets to one mindset.
And you're about to have possibly the most sub 20 200 meter times. You already set on that path with that. That's still an incredible accomplishment, man, where you're passing almost Usain with that. Yeah. Just your whole thoughts, man, on just how massive that is, because it's still hard to run sub 20. You're making this routine like it is.
Yeah, it's funny because I was actually watching your video. And because you were talking about the history and the legacy of the sub 20s. And it was like, how often do we see sub 20s? And it first went to a few once every year, and then went to people just dropping them consistently, and then it was like people like me, it was just dropping them every meet. And I'm like, you know what? How many sub 20s do I have? Like, I never had thought about it. And then you put the list up, and I'm like, I'm about to break this record. And in my head, I was like, but who's gonna know that? Like, how do I tell that story? And I actually ended up, doing some real partnering up with NBC, and it's like, hey guys, I want to help tell this story, this moment, because if you go to F1 and you look at Lewis Hamilton, they're going crazy celebrating his most wins. He had the most wins ever record, and people in the world can be like, that's not important, but it's not important to our our subculture of track and field, but to the people who don't know track and field, that's an amazing thing. That might be the spark that gets them to follow the sport.
What did the Usain Bolt conversation because you seemed so happy afterwards, and it was everywhere.
No, it was almost like a respect thing, because I've never met him when I was me, I guess you could say. And the first time I met him, I was 2017 and I was hurt, and he was about to go off the Worlds. It was a very quick introduction. He was like, hey, I'm Noah, you know. He's like, yeah, how you doing? He's like, I'm just, and I was just there telling him, you know, keep doing what you're doing. You know, his mind, he's just thinking, I'm just a fan, you know? He's like, I'm just, you know, here to give him respect. But, you know, now the roles are reversed, and it's like him giving me respect. And I'm just like, you know, a full circle event, which is really cool and dear, because he didn't have to come down, you know? But if I was in the same position, I would do the same thing to the next kid, because, you know, I try to show the next kids, you know, hey, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, when Arion was running at Olympic trials, he was like, bro, I was, you know, watching all your videos before I came out. And I was like, bro, you don't need to watch my videos. You faster than me. You don't need to worry about me. Do you, bro. Do you.
Did you know that at Kingston, that 19.6 was, you broke Bolt's record of sub 19.7 runs?
Yeah. I did know that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah, I've been keeping track of him. I just didn't care so much about that one. I like the 19 overall, the sub 20s. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So I'll be tying it tomorrow, and shoot, I guess London will break the record.
Anybody from the fam coming tomorrow through? How you had a big crowd?
Oh
last
gosh,
year?
everybody's coming. We got moms, pops, I got grandma, quite a few cousins, uncles, and aunts. I got some more just people who've just been supporting me since high school. My sister's coming, which is a rare occasion.
That's rare. That's a
It's a very rare occasion. At least I think she's still coming. I gotta double check. She might have backed out because of work, but yeah, it's really exciting. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Tons of family for sure.
You good? Thank you so